Hello, everybody. I'm Gina Celesti. I guess we'll get started now. It's noon. Thank you so much for joining us for this webinar. We have a great presentation planned for you today, and hopefully it'll be about 20 minutes, and we'll reserve about 5 to 10 minutes at the end for Q&A. So feel free to send over your tough questions, as Miss Annette had mentioned, via the meeting chat or question and answer, and we'll get to those promptly. I wanted to introduce myself. I'm the marketing manager with Hamilton by Gunnebo. Happy you're here, and we've got a good presentation. The presentation will be recorded, and I can either email it at the end to you individually if you would like. Just put your name in the chat. And I've also saved it, the presentation out as a PDF, which is on our dealer page. So you can access it after the presentation is over. So next slide. I wanted to point out that we have another webinar coming up next month, September 10 at noon Eastern Standard Time. And we'll have two hosts, Hamilton team members, Bailey Craner and Todd Lefevers, talking about our new Gunnebo IQ managed service. And the title is Data-Driven Banking with Gunnebo IQ. So they're going to cover some great topics, and I've already got that all signed up for people to register on our dealer page. So we're excited to be doing this series, and we hope you get some good education out of that. So I'll to the next slide, go to the next slide. Okay, and so I will introduce our presenters. Annette Starkweather. Annette has been she's the co-founder and current president of FaceKey, the company she helped incorporate in early 1999. She brings a wealth of experience in business management, financial analysis, operations, and leadership roles at Tesoro Petroleum, where she managed international oil and gas accounting and compliance. She founded Starkweather Investments and provides consulting services in business development and financing. Her career reflects a strong focus in strategic planning, automation, global business negotiations. So thank you so much, Annette, for being with us today. We're happy to have you here. And then Stephen is with Hamilton by Gunnebo. He's our electronic security and channel partner sales manager. He has been the channel partner manager since 2022. He has a unique background and began his professional career working in dialysis before beginning his career in sales. He began his career in 2013 with Time Warner Cable and was awarded the elite sales status on the national level. Prior to the COVID, he transitioned to a role in fire protection and was a territory account manager for Protege Fire and Safety. He has dedicated his life to his family and works in local community coaching with youth sports teams and volunteered with his local church. So thank you, Stephen, for hosting. And we also have Eugene Levitoff with FaceKey. He's the CTO and VP of Engineering. So he will be also speaking during our presentation. And that's all I have. So take it away, Stephen and Annette.
So you want me to be first, Gina?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you all so much for this opportunity to share a screen with Gina and Stephen. We are very honored that you would spend your time visiting with us and hearing about our product. Our goal, just to let you know what our goal is to build a product that fills all of your needs. It's the needs of your customers, and at the end of the day, everybody benefits. And so we found that biometric-based products that run on the network fill the bill, at least at this time. Stephen?
Thank you, Ms. Annette, and thank you, Gina, for the introductions. So a little bit about FaceKey. Their mission, scalable systems with real-time support and cost control without compromise. FaceKey is headquartered in San Antonio, Texas, and they began developing security products and solutions with facial recognition and fingerprint identification in early '99. In 2021, FaceKey and Hamilton Safe began collaborating to offer you guys the FaceKey solutions as a replacement for the outdated and discontinued hand key systems. The Shepherd Hybrid product line includes solutions for access control, time and attendance, muster systems, the Shepherd Vault access system, which most of our channel partners would use to manage the day gates for the safety deposit box access, and then as well as hands-free access control for doors. So FaceKey checks all the boxes. They have genuine identification every time, integration across all doors with both new and legacy systems. Recognition and identification is instantaneous, installs fast with minimum labor, have live knowledgeable support when you need it with Eugene and Richard over at FaceKey. And the fewer materials used with faster install times equal higher margins for you guys, our integrators. So at FaceKey, they do two things differently. One, they use a secure credential, face and fingerprint, which is 100% accurate. This credential cannot be copied, cannot be stolen, cannot be lost. And lastly, it's a credential that cannot be left at home. Number two, the architecture of the system is based on the network, runs on a network and reduces cabling and labor. Cost is reduced because it takes less times and materials to install. Even in certain situations, let's say you don't want to run the cable line. One thing they do have is the option to add the little wireless transmitter that will connect to the PC that monitors the FaceKey system, and we'll get into that a little more in the presentation. So myth busting, 3 myths when it comes to biometric access. First one, biometric systems are not just for high security. Biometric systems are not just for big corporations. And biometric systems are 35 to 40% more cost effective than card-only systems. In that case, if you work for a bigger company like, say for instance, Hamilton here, you have 300-400 employees. When you think about all the cards that you might have to replace, damaged cards, bank cards, just cards that aren't working, lost cards, everybody knows these cards are getting more and more expensive. I know I placed an order, I think it was like $4 or $5 per card, and you got a minimum order, and you're looking at hundreds, if not thousands of dollars on a year. And I mean, with FaceKey, that's just not something that you got to deal with. Six benefits of the FaceKey architecture: takes less time to train your techs, less time required for the installation, minimal cable runs with fewer materials, no need for access control panels, no cards required for use, so no fraud related to lost employee cards. Recognition is at the device rather than at the server level. And I've been getting this question a lot lately from some of our channel partners. What if my bank branch has 8 or 9 locations? Can they use a centralized location to monitor and run all the FaceKeys? Yes, you can. You can monitor everything from a single location, making deployment even easier. So when you take in effect the minimal cable runs, the less time required for the installs, everything that you're going to be saving, you're going to be looking at savings up to 40%. 6 things to consider when selecting a biometric-based system: the type of system architecture used, the biometric ID technology, the type of fingerprint reader used in the device, the types of cameras used for facial recognition features, and the training requirements needed to operate and install the system. Eugene, I'll break this down to you.
Thank you. And I'm talking about technology differences. First of all, the biggest problem with the face recognition is that it's very depending on ambient light. The system see the face in different ambient light, like different faces. So to resolve that issue, we use two cameras. One, a high-resolution pinhole camera, and another one, the infrared camera. In that situation, our system can see face with no light or in very bright light. Another difference, our system is very secure. We have no images, we have encrypted numerical code, and our communications in between units and host are encrypted also. Encryption is 128-bit, which is high enough level. Stephen, please continue.
Thank you, Eugene. So some of the benefits and features for the financial verticals, the day gates, readers control the motorized gates or barrier alarms, which may be used to restrict unauthorized. That says vehicles, but people gaining access to the safety deposit box room. You have the two-man rule. FaceKey can ensure that where the presence of two or more people are required, fraud or collusion will not occur. Visitor management can be integrated with the access control system, reducing the need for escorts throughout the building. As banking staffs have declined, you find the need to not require that bank branch employee to escort them to the safety deposit box room. Audit trails, searchable electronic record is logged for each event on the FaceKey system, which makes tracking, who gained access to that room even faster in real time, so they can pull up records just like that. System communications breakdown, network communications, unlimited number of devices used and users entered in the database. RS-485 cable with 254 unit daisy chain, has a Wiegand interface, direct replacement of card readers. OSDP interface, 2-direction card reader interface. Wi-Fi is available for some of the select units, such as the Pro 3, FaceKey's newest biometric access control. GPRS units available for the select units, along with the Pro 3. You have secondary identifiers available, such as proximity cards and PIN codes. And then a facial and fingerprint capacity between 1,500 and 50,000 users based on which type of FaceKey is ordered. So some comparisons of the system architecture. Here you have a traditional access control card system, one door. First, you got to buy all the access cards that you're going to need for that company. You have the server software, control panel. Then you have your door sensors, your locks, your card readers, and then the cable runs throughout the whole building. FaceKey access control system with one door. You have your PC right there. It could be a standalone, or you can have it connected to a network. It's really end user dependent. From there, you have a hub or expansion hub. So that right there, that network cable, you can either choose to use that if it's already existing, or you can hook up a wireless transmitter to the FaceKey device itself to eliminate those cable runs and save you even more money on material. So from here, you got the SRB controller that will send a signal to unlock the door, as well as a door timer that you can manually adjust to say how long you want the door to stay open, say 10 seconds, 30 seconds. In one instance, I did a walkthrough for somebody, and they said it's about a 200-yard walk from where they want the FaceKey set up to the door. So they actually made it about a minute and a half to give people time enough to walk that length of distance. All right, Eugene, you want to break down the products?
Yes. This reader is our Pro 3, the latest model, which have very short time of enrollment and recognition. It has also fingerprint and card to be embedded if needed. Another reader on the right is our Pro Tool. It's workhorse. It works pretty well. It's face and fingerprint recognition also, and card can be embedded with it also. Next one is Crew Check Attendance Reader. It's handheld, which can work on remote locations like construction site or similar. And the capacity of this reader up to 50,000 fingerprint. It's fingerprint only. The next reader is ACD6. It's for indoor use fingerprint reader. Also, it was really good workhorse. Another one, the last one, no, it's on the right. Yes, this one. This reader is our AC65. It's certified like for AP65 rating for outdoor use. It's developed for like it's on the frame, a metal frame and glass doors. It's narrow and it can be used in outdoor environment. Who wants to have specs for all those readers? You have to download our catalog from FaceKey.com. It contains specs for all readers we have. Thank you.
Thank you, Eugene. All right, so moving on, we got the card reader replacement, third-party access control panel. Here you got your third-party access control panel. You got your 12-volt DC wiring, your ground wire, got your SIG ground, and then your Wiegand outputs, dual Wiegand outputs. And from here, you got the PC database or server. And then from there, you just got the one Ethernet connection that runs straight through it. So here's the basic diagram of using that Wi-Fi repeater extender that I was talking about earlier that will eliminate the need for additional wiring. So from your FaceKey, you have the 12-volt DC current that will run from the FaceKey to the SRB controller. And two, you got your exit request signal that will be on the inside of that vault door or wherever you may choose to use it. And that will link directly to that magnetic lock. The door sensor signal you got coming right here to number 3. And then you have your Ethernet connection that will connect directly from the FaceKey device to that little repeater extender. Fifth, you have your input that goes directly from the FaceKey to the door lock itself. And then you have an optional alarm auxiliary output that can go directly to, let's say, a doorbell or that auxiliary input trigger open alarm. So breakdown of ordering the FaceKey Shepherd Vault system through Hamilton. Our channel partners have been ordering the FaceKey system as a replacement for the discontinued hand key system for about 3 years now. Whenever ordering this through Hamilton Safe, it could be ordered as either a turnkey solution to make the install faster or with just the FaceKey device itself. When you order the FaceKey standalone, the things that you're going to receive in that, it's going to be the FaceKey device, the push to exit button, the SRB controller, the electronic timer, and a copy of the FaceKey software for you to manually install on your end user's PC. When you order the turnkey solution, you get a new PC running Windows 11 to replace, those 1990s models that the hand keys were running off of. When you order these PCs, we can get them to you in a RAID or non-RAID format. It also comes with a new monitor, printer, and all the connection cables that is needed to hook up everything. I will personally pre-install the FaceKey software onto the PC, ensuring the functionality between the device and the PC to make sure everything is collaborative and working together. I've also fully updated the Windows software to ensure the PC is ready to use out of the box, which can eliminate about an hour to 2 hours of tech time once they're there at the facility. A UPS battery backup is an optional add-on to ensure functionality in case of a power outage. Some versus other systems, most companies require normally one of two things: high volumes and installations, along with reoccurring revenue in exchange for reduced cost. Or if you're going to be doing a smaller deployment, they offer a much higher one-time cost for the device itself. With FaceKey, there are no reoccurring cost or volume requirements, meaning smaller end users such as bank branches can afford to deploy the FaceKey solution. No matter who the end user is using for whole building access control or VMS solutions such as ADP, DMP, Genetec, ICT, Milestone, FaceKey will work anywhere. Most importantly, your techs can be trained to learn and install the FaceKey system within a day. Training for other companies can require in-person training for up to 2 to 3 weeks, depending upon the system used, and that will lead to a loss of manpower as well as money spent on hotels and travel times. Summary of the benefits: you get an outstanding product. It's not just for high security, government, or large companies. You get to prevent the fraud possible with lost, stolen, damaged access cards, increase margins on your end. I know we said that to buy a certain number of FaceKeys to get a discount, but if you're going to be deploying 10, 15, 20 of these, yeah, there's always discounts available. Outstanding service. Help is always available with Eugene and Richard. Have their phone number there for their support. And training is made possible with Zoom, Teams calls, or if you live close to San Antonio, they got a FaceKey office at Richard and Eugene will be happy to help you guys in person. Then the last slide, you have FaceKey's address, as well as their email and their live support option with Eugene and Richard. And then you have our address, and then you along with my address, along with my phone number present. Phone number present. Miss Annette, is there anything is there anything you would like to add before we take Q&A?
Well, we just really appreciate this time, and you've done such a fabulous job of telling people about the FaceKey product. But we are very customer focused, and we'll do everything we can to make this useful for you. We have units that have been working now as long as 15 years, so we know there's a long time life to these products. Stephen, you have some now like about 3 or 4 years, right?
Yes.
Yeah, right. People used to worry about a long life. So really, when you install our system, the access control system, you will in effect future-proof your customer, because it's going to be scalable, and you're not going to have the situation where you have to remove an entire old system to be able to have an expansion. And right now, when you look at the surveys from last year, a lot of people were worried because they have old systems that they're going to have to clear the way to get a new system. So, you have anything to add to that, Stephen?
No. In fact, I will say, some of you guys have reached out to me with questions on things FaceKey can do, and I think you would agree that Miss Annette, Eugene, and Richard are pretty great at response times, finding answers for any questions that you may have. And as always, if you guys ever need a quote on anything, I know with tariff situations out there, I tell everybody to reach out for a quote whenever you need it, because nobody ever knows what exactly is going to happen from day to day. But if you're interested definitely in looking at providing this solution for your end users, your customers, definitely reach out. And we're all, myself, Miss Annette, Eugene, Richard, we're all happy to help.
One thing I need to tell you, that if we have the product in stock, we try to get it out in a day or two, typically. But if we don't have it in stock, it can be 4 or 5 weeks. And then when it comes through customs, we never know what they're going to do. So far, so good with the tariffs this year, though, and with the customs this year.
So we're going to open it up to Q&A. I don't see any questions yet in the Q&A section, and then I'm looking here. I do not see any in the chat. So I guess we'll go ahead and open it up. If you have a question, come off mute and we'll be happy to help.
Well, while we're waiting for questions,
So-
Stephen, we might talk about what if your customer has an installed system that doesn't want to take everything out, but wants to have a biometric solution?
All right, this is Jim Graham with Everon. I got a question for you. I have a customer who has installed your BioLock system for safe deposit boxes, okay? Had a lot of problems with the fingerprint reader and everything. They've kind of given up on it. Could we use this with that BioLock instead of using the fingerprint reader? Use this to unlock the keypad and get the key?
So you're saying that you have the FaceKey device installed now?
No, I don't have so what I have now is I have a fingerprint reader, right? It's for the BioLock
okay.
system. They go in, they put their finger in it, right? And then when it lights up, they have to type in a 4-digit code. And once they do that, it lights up the key that they can use to unlock the safe deposit boxes. And they have a lot of trouble with that finger reader and they've kind of given up on it. Could this be a replacement for that?
It could be a replacement for the safety deposit box access room. I don't believe we've hashed out a way to individually unlock specific boxes.
No, but
Correct me if I'm
could you use it to unlock? So what happens is your fingerprint recognition unlocks the BioLock system there. So when you put your finger in and type in your 4-digit code, it will highlight the key, and then you could take that key and open the box. Could this take the replacement of the fingerprint reader to work with
Yes.
with the BioLock system?
Okay, let me answer that question. It depends on what communications your fingerprint reader, which is installed, has right now. If it is vagrant output, so I'm pretty sure that it can be replaced. If it is some kind of specific communications, we should look at it.
James, after this, do you have, well, you can get my email from the copy of the presentation, but
Yep.
email me directly and we'll
Okay.
hash it out and make sure that we have an answer for you.
Okay, sounds good.
Bobby, I see that you popped up on the side. Did you have a question as well, or? Guess not. It just went down.
I have a quick question, please.
Oh.
This is Steve with Securitas.
Yes, Steve.
Can you get us a list of available reports that we could generate as far as attempts, failed attempts, things like that? Is that part of the software? Can we look at the software manual and look at the options on what reports we could generate with this system?
Eugene?
Yes.
They're looking for reports that can be generated. I know you guys offer many different reporting
Yes, we have.
solutions, so.
We have many, I believe it's about 15 different shape of reports, Excel, PDF, and some other. We can send the examples of the reports. I think it's what's needed. So if you will provide me with the email address, I will send it.
What kind of reports does the gentleman need?
It depends on what the client's looking for. Like right now, I have an application with a lot of doors. And I'm wondering, I'd like to call Steve later and get a quote just an opportunity for a quote. They have two different systems in their two buildings. They want one system. They want it to be user friendly. They don't want cards. So this might be a good opportunity. But I'm wondering if I'm going to need to buy one reader per door. Is that it? And typically tie that reader in through the network.
Correct.
So I'll need one reader per door. Figure out a way to tie that in either via wireless or probably have to. If everything's there already, the cabling's probably already there. So I don't need any new hardware. I just need to add the new readers and the new controller. And I want to know who's accessing the system. Are there alerts? Can somebody get notified if someone just failed attempts, things like that? I want to be able to have access to who came in and out of my building today. And
Sure. Stephen, we could set up a Zoom or a Teams if you want to go over the features in depth if you want to.
Yeah.
I'd like to talk to Steve about an application that I have.
Yeah, Steve, feel free to reach out to me later today if you got time, or if you need tomorrow. I'm always available. Yeah.
I'll call you tomorrow. I'll be driving for 7 hours.
No, that's fine.
I think this is so you're in Ohio?
I am.
At
Cincinnati.
Are you at Hamilton?
Yes, I am.
Oh, you're at the plant there in Ohio.
Yep.
Okay. I know Larry Black, and I've been there a couple times. Yeah, I'd like to look. Is there anywhere we could look at this and play with it?
I do have one here in stock, and then I believe I have 3 of the new Pro 3s coming. Eugene, are they shipping out to me today? Yep. He's muted, but I should have those in by next week.
Yeah, it's more optimistic view.
All right, well, we're around almost 45 minutes, and we really appreciate everybody tuning in. As Stephen mentioned, if you have any additional questions, feel free to reach out to him or to Annette and Eugene and Richard, and they will get back with you. So I think that concludes our meeting today, and this has been great, and thank you so much for all your interest.
Thank you, Ms. Annette. Thank you, Eugene. Thank you for everybody attending.
Thank you.
you
We're
very much.
honored.
Have a good
We're
day,
honored.
everyone.
We appreciate it. Thank you.